Hello, everybody, and welcome to the video version of Todd Said This. I am Todd Summers, and in this episode is going to be unique about the BET Awards that happened on this past Sunday. Um, you know, I gotta say, BET know how to do an award show for real, and it became the highest grossing award show since 2019. Wow, that's crazy. Um, it was all hosted by Drewski, and he did a spectacular performance, and so was he won the Post Award. And other winners were Todd for Best Actress, Best Producer. Um, yeah, Kehlani winning Best Female R&B Pop Artist. Young Thomas, Male R&B Pop Artist. Um, either anyway, really good music. Other winners include Cliff Warren, Lady T.I., um, Young, Asia Wilson, Joey Brunson, Lil J. Um, what else? And Olivia Dean winning Best New Artist. So congrats to her. Performances, they were on fire as well. You got Jimmy Foxx performing alongside Zara and Kehlani. Uh, one of my favorite performances of the night would have to be Cardi B because she showed any outfit and makes it even look sexier than it already was. I also like the Ray performance. She performed with absolutely no shoes. She performed barefoot, and that, my friends, is talent. Right, like she ain't done it before, and Where's My Husband video. But you know what? She said always all home. So big ups to her. Also, you know, when it came down to it, we had performances from Don Oliver, yeah, T.I. who kicked off the show. Um, also got performances from French Montana, uh, Lauren Hill, who also won the Living Legend Award. I mean, I really, really, really show some love to the performances. Just pay tribute to D'Angelo, who was his kids introduced, like, like some of the artists that, you know, did a song, including his band. And what really surprised me was that he he didn't want to get shit in front of Juicy, and so well, I mean, she could have hosted the show. I mean, and she could, she hosted the MTV VMAs during COVID, and we told her, I mean, if they let her host it next year, they're gonna be in for a treat. And so, big ups to her, and so, I'm trying to catch up with that show because seriously. that show is bananas. I mean, and Kiki and awful glory. I mean, she don't just watch. Well, back to the BET Awards. Hmm, what else can I say? I mean, every moment was particularly insane. And you got Juicy with a choir that that sings whatever they say. You know what I'm saying? That that was like interesting. A little bit interesting though. So you know, it's been done before. Not probably not in awards, but on a commercial. Uh, I wonder what it was. It was. It was a Church City commercial on Kurt Franklin and the family. Yeah, you go check it out. You just they have it up there like 96 to 97. That that was like one of the flyest commercials ever. You know, anyway, yeah, this is the BET Awards and next year we know what's going on popping. All right, that's gonna do it for this song. That Todd said this video version. You can check this out on YouTube. Leave a comment. You can share it. You can you know subscribe. Uh, like the video. I mean, do how you feel. Now for those of you who want to check out my podcast version, you can check it away. My podcast is Apple Podcast. Let's see, Spotify creators. Yeah, oh, that's right. Hold on. You can also catch me on Facebook, X, TikTok, Snapchat, and Instagram. But mostly on Facebook because that's where I'm more active at. Until then, laughing out. Happy 4th of July weekend, and happy everybody to myself. And I can always say, we are all one.